Well, good morning, small group leaders. It's great to be together. I pray that your small group is wonderful and blessed as you meet together today. Our text today is from Luke chapter 1, verses 5 through 25. It is the story about the announcement of John the Baptist's birth. And it's a beautiful story and one that would just be great for your group to read together and reflect on and just hear what people are hearing. But here's a couple of questions to think about as we jump in. There are 5 today. Have you ever waited for something for a long time? If so, what was it? And how did you feel when it finally arrived? So, has there ever been something you've waited for a long time? And if so, what was it? And how did you feel when it finally arrived? Or if it didn't, how did you feel when it didn't arrive? The second question is, what do some people in our world hope for today? What are the hopes that many have? And then kind of a follow-up there is, why does hope seem so hard to come by for many? The third question is, how do you think Zechariah and Elizabeth felt as they waited for John's birth? So this is more in kind of the after, the waiting, as they've heard he's arriving, but the child has not arrived yet. So in the midst of Elizabeth's pregnancy, how do you feel that Zechariah and Elizabeth felt as they waited? The fourth is reread the description of the child from Luke chapter 1, 12 through 17. How is that child described? And then what do you find most intriguing about the description of John's future ministry? What do you find most intriguing about the description of John's future ministry? And then fifth, what is the hope that you have for this Christmas season? What are you longing for or anticipating? So I'll run back through those 5 again. Again, this is Luke chapter 1, verses 5 through 25. What is something that you have waited for a long time? If you don't mind sharing, what was it? And then how did you feel when that finally arrived? Or if it never arrived, how did you feel in the midst of the waiting and the realization it wasn't going to happen? And the second is, what do people in our world tend to hope in or place their hope and their anticipation in? And why do you think that hope is so hard for many to come by? The third question is, as Elizabeth is pregnant and as they are waiting for John's arrival, how do you think Zechariah and Elizabeth felt in the midst of that waiting? The fourth question is reread Luke 1, 12 through 17. How is the child described? How is John described? And what do you find most intriguing about the description of John's future ministry? And then fifth is, what is a hope that you have for this Christmas season? What are you longing for or anticipating? And then make sure you spend some time praying together. So may God bless you today as you dig into your small group. I'm excited to hear how God is using your time together. May God bless you. May He guide you. May He give you hope